Hi everyone, welcome back to God Me Sherlock. Now you may notice that this video is in 480p rather than 720p for the other two, or three that I did. And the reason for that is the recording software that is provided by Google has just totally stopped working with 720p recording. I'm not entirely sure why. I have just spent a while trying to fix it and I was not able to work that out, so we're just going to carry on because I really wanted to get back into the story. Now, when we left, we were just getting on, I think it was a train with Moriarty. As you can see here on our opening screen, we've got James Moriarty right there. And if I press this little button here, you can see that I've actually dressed up my little character. If it ever loads. I've been doing a little bit of, here we go. I mean, there's me and there's Moriarty there. As you can see, it is a stellar, what a stellar pair we make. I have been doing a little bit of the mini game that is involved with this game, just in my spare time, and it's very basic, very boring. If you're interested in it, you should probably download the game, but like, I'm not even going to bother showing you. It's just, you tap some things and you get some points, and apparently the points can help you out later on in the story, and somebody told me that it was worth doing so I did a few. Let's have a look, shall we? Read story. The music's still terrible, by the way. Hopefully it won't drown me out again. Right, here's the train. The old Hogwarts Express, as it were. Wow. The train is beautiful and is even more eye-catching seen here amidst the throng of people on the platform. The exterior is polished to a shine. From one look at it, it's clear that this is a high-class train, opulent and majestic. Moriarty ain't cheap, yo. So this is the Reichenbach Express. What a name for a train! Moran, what is that hood? Was he wearing that last time? I can't remember, it looks terrible. This is no time to be standing there with your jaw hanging open. We'll be departing soon! Now everyone make sure that you don't miss the train! A person appears from back of me, casually takes the suitcase that I had been holding. Oh. He was with James that day too. I'm pretty sure his name was Jack Stillman. I cannot remember what his voice was. Oh, he was kind of a bit camp, wasn't he? Come on, hurry! I'll take your suitcase. The train's whistle blows, drowning out Stillman's voice. The sound is so deafening! Beep! Oh, my delicate ears. White steam pours forth, nice effect there, from the base of the engine, and the passenger cars give a dull creak. It started to move! I'm not even on it! Moran and Stillman run up to the exterior deck between two passenger cars. Without giving a moment's thought, I run to catch up with them when I suddenly hear a voice. What the heck is this? Okay, what was his voice again? It was like... Daddy's had enough now. By the time this journey is over, your life will have changed completely. He's saying an awful lot while grabbing me and running, and also he has like two scarves attached to him, which is a bit weird. I feel a strong, firm hand. Take my hand and hold it tightly. Oh, you know what they say about men with firm hands? Firm balls. James runs along the side of the train, leading me by the hand. It's all I can do to avoid tripping over myself. I have neither the time nor the presence of mind to stop and reflect on what his mysterious words might mean. As the train picks up speed, James grabs the railing of the deck. I see him jump into the air. Before I can even process what's happening, he's up on the deck. Holding tightly to my hand, he reels in my arm with great force. Come with me, Mono! I don't know why he ended up sounding so posh. I spent the entire month thinking about whether or not I should get on this train, but in this moment, there's not a doubt in my mind about what I should do. I should definitely get with this stranger that I don't really know. I ran along the platform, and then, relying on the hand holding me, I jump. Oh! Look, the artist changed ever so slightly. The artist was not bothered to change the position of his head, really, but they did draw the player character in, so that's cool. I feel my body float up into the air. I realised I was made of helium. Holding onto my hand, James pulls me in and puts his arms around me as I come to rest against his manly chest. Just like when I ran into him in front of the station, I find myself surrounded by the pleasant, refined aroma of Sherlock. I stand there in his arms, completely out of breath, my heart pounding. Is my heart beating this hard because I just sprinted down the platform? Or is it because of something else? This trip is off to a truly auspicious start. I never would have imagined that the goddess... Okay, his voice is not right, but I can't remember what I was doing before. I never imagined that the goddess of fortune would jump into my arms, not once, but twice. He laughs happily. Oh, fuck. I'm sorry about that, Facebook. He laughs happily. Ha 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 ha. He really is an interesting person, isn't he? Oh, fuck's sake. The goddess of fortune? Me? Why? This is a very professional production, as you can tell. I would normally restart the video, but I just can't be asked today. And I made some funny jokes in this take, so I don't really want to do another. You'll understand soon enough, but for now, let's enjoy the beginning of our journey. The train's whistle sounds once again. I can't do a wolf whistle, as my skirt flutters in the strong wind. Oh, my legs are showing. I feel as if I might blow away in all this wind. James holds me tightly in his arms, a joyful smile on his face. I'm so glad I'm a fragile human female for you to hold within your strong manly arms and allow me to understand what my true place in life is. Mono, welcome aboard the Reichenbach Express. Bum bum bum. I'm getting a lot of messages apparently. Shit. Okay. Plain shirt. Great. Prize for choosing the premium story in James's premium story. I don't really know what that means. How was the premium story? You can read it again and again at the album. Was that the premium story? Okay. Now to part 6. Ah, look. Moran's face has slightly changed and he's still holding his arm in a very odd angle, and Jack Stillman doesn't seem to have changed at all. I thought we weren't going to make it in time to catch the train. That was fairly exciting, huh? We walk inside the passenger compartment to find Moran and Stillman waiting for us in the interior hallway. Do you actually think I'd make a blunder like that? Sebastian, show Mono to her room. What? You delegate such an enviable task to Sebastian rather than me? We all fancy her. You and I have matters to discuss, Jack. Work matters. Work in air quotes, because I don't know, we're actually going to talk about something else, apparently. Alright, fine. Maybe it's better this way. After all, she might end up in pieces if I went. And there's my character like, this is fine. This is totally normal that you're talking about chopping me up. In pieces? Mono, most of the words come out of Jack's mouth are nonsense. Pay him no heed. Well, that was rude. He doesn't have any sense to begin with, so you can't really blame him. Now, even you're having a go at me, Sebastian. Ugh! Mono, I truly hate to have to leave your side, but as you can see, I've got a lot on my plate. I hope you have a wonderful trip, Mono. I'm just going to leave you here alone, even though we just had a romantic moment, and also, by the way, my accomplice just talked about possibly chopping you up into pieces, but it's fine, right? It's fine. Thanks, James. You too. Thank you for pulling me up on the train back there. I think you mean pulling me up into your arms. Well then, I'm off. See you later. James and Stillman disappear. Although I was mostly following instinct in the heat of the moment, I did end up getting on the train, and it was my decision. Regardless of whether or not what James said was true, I need to focus on making sure this play is a success. I'll show you to your room. Follow me. This is my room. Standing in the doorway, I look around the guest room that Moran has led me to. James told me to give you a different one if you're not happy with it. I put my hood down, by the way, so you can see my sexy hair. Not happy with it? Actually, it's far beyond what I expected. I thought we'd be smaller considering it's a room on a train. If I went to the view through the windows, I'd almost find it hard to believe that I'm inside a train car. That's because this is first class. You dumb shit. First class? Oh my god. Just a second, they told me earlier the guests would be staying in the first class and everyone involved in the play would be staying in second class. Oh, it's almost like my new boyfriend has connections. This couldn't be my room. It's no mistake, you're special. Maybe. Possibly. At least my boss seems to have a boner for you, so I'm just gonna go ahead with what he wants to do. Special? What do you mean? You're special to James. Because he's a fan of mine? I'm oblivious. But this room is so luxurious. I can't stay here. I don't know when to take a good thing when I've got it. If that's your problem, then go tell James yourself. The safe is under the desk, the closet is over here. I'm confused and unsure of what to do, but Moran ignores me. He opens the door to the closet. I'm greeted by the sight of all sorts of dresses and other clothing in various colours, along with piles of shoeboxes. Oh, it's every girl's dream. These are from James, sorry, not for James, although that would make a much more interesting dating simulator. They're yours now, so wear whatever you want. What? I know he said they're mine now, but how can I accept a gift like this? What do I do? It would be rude to return something he bought for me. Moran stands in the doorway with his eyes fixed on me. Can I really just allow him to do this to me? I've got a question. Huh? Oh, okay. What is it? I've got a quiz for you! I just found a puzzle in a fucking newspaper over here and now it's a quiz time? What the fuck is going on? Okay, whatever. What? Moran, seriously, you just like gonna throw me with a logic puzzle here? Okay, fine, whatever. 3 thieves named Eins, Zwei, and Drei, 1, 2, and 3, very funny, got captured. Eins and Zwei each start, by the way, I'm probably mispronouncing that, I'm sorry. Each start assigning blame for who did what. According to Eins, Drei stole the small jewel, and Zwei stole the big one. Oh, I hate logic puzzles! And according to Zwei, Eins stole the big jewel, I stole the small one. Both Eins and Zwei told the truth about one thing and lied about one thing. So who stole the big jewel? Was it Eins, Zwei, or Drei? Is it supposed to be some sort of quiz? I wasn't even paying attention. Click back. No. Fuck. Oh, I don't know. Heinz stole the big one. Dre stole fuck. I fucking don't know. I'm just gonna guess this one. I'm not trying to play this game for being intelligent. Yeah, whatever. It's Y. Was it Y? I just kind of picked one. That's true. That's what I did. Dot dot dot. Dot dot dot. Wrong. The answer is Heinz. Oh. Okay. I don't really give a shit. Dot dot dot. Dot dot dot. Ooh, wonder what that was about. I mean, honestly, in order to do a logic puzzle, I would have probably had to get a piece of paper and write down and things. And I mean, you'd think at least with like a puzzle like that, they'd show the details on the actual answer screen, so you could refer back to the question, or at least go back to it somehow. It doesn't seem like you can. James will come get you before. Oh, sorry. James will come get you before dinner. Make sure you're dressed for the occasion. Use whatever clothes you need out of the closet. Moran immediately leaves the room. What? Hold on. What kind of occasion are we talking about? I'm at a total loss for what to do. It's so terrible. I just don't know what to do. I have to wear all these wonderful dresses. Look at those weird portraits in the back. There's like some guy with a cane and another dude and a lady, I assume, just kind of, and the pillows are one plain purple one and one blue rose. Oh, the blue rose, because of course everything about him was obsessed with blue roses for some lucky reason. I think it's almost time for dinner. There's so many dresses, I don't have the faintest idea which one I should wear. Everyone is made of extremely fine quality fabric, and the designs are beautiful as well. Which one should I go for? The amber mermaid dress or the dark violet A-line dress? I don't really know what A-line dress means, but I know what a mermaid dress is. It's like the one, well, it's like the one that's shaped like a mermaid's tail, and I personally don't like them. I think they kind of look weird, and they make me think that the person who's wearing them is gonna like trip over or something. So I'm gonna go for the A-line dress. Yep. I wonder if I'd be better off. Oh, I mean, it's probably the wrong choice because apparently James likes cutesy style, and I don't really know what that means, and I probably chose the wrong one. I probably chose the elegant one, which is like not what you're supposed to do. Don't know. I wonder if it'd be better off going off with a less flashy, more subdued colour. I find myself drawn to a dark violet dress. Maybe I'll go with this one. After some time, I hear a knock at the door. I've just put on a pair of violet pumps to match my dress. I don't know what pumps are. Mono, it's me! Can I come in? Yeah, please, come in. James enters the room. When he sees how I look, a thoughtful smile spreads across his face. You look beautiful, Mono. The dress you chose is the same colour as the passenger cars on the Reichenbach Express. Well, I wasn't really thinking about that when I chose it, which is true. But I guess it is. I hadn't noticed. So it wasn't intentional. I didn't say anything. How do you know it's not intentional? Still, I have to say that I don't mind you seeing you clad in the same colour as my own train. Because I'm a bit weird that way. Thanks, James. Oh, the room is absolutely beautiful, and the dresses and the shoes. There's no need to thank me. I told you, didn't I? I want to make you happy. Though if you were to accuse me of having an ulterior motive, I wouldn't deny it. I can never tell if he's serious or he's joking when he talks. Oh, James, you character. Still, it's weird. I kind of like that. I kind of find it exciting. I can't wait to find out what he's going to say next. Oh, Oh, it stirs my loins, that's what it does. Oh, he's a bit closer now, it's a bit weird. So, who's to be your escort this evening? Why, you, of course, James. James casually holds out his arm to me, and I timidly place my hand on it. I'm so shy. First there were the dresses, and now he's escorting me. I feel as if I'm walking on air. I almost feel like a queen now. A fabulous queen. Well then, madam, allow me to show you to your table. It's going a bit jokery, it's a bit weird. James smiles. I love how I insist on making him sound like, you know, a bit jokery, a bit unhinged, even though he's supposed to be a romantic in this. The two of us leave the room together and head for the dining car. That was a good choice you just made. Your bond level with him, James Bond. Remember, the ending will be changed depending on what choice you make during the story. Okay, so I guess I did choose the right one. Or maybe there was no wrong choice? I don't know. Part 9. James shows me to the dining car, which is totally empty except for me and him. The windows and doorways are framed with elegant mahogany, and the blue furnishings look beautiful against the white tablecloths. I think that's my problem with the backgrounds in this story. I mean, I understand why they have to be blank so that you can then superimpose the characters on top. But why are there no NPCs in any of them? It just seems so empty and slightly creepy, like a sort of apocalypse thing. This is wonderful. You can watch the scenery go by as you eat. The space is narrow and the car sways, which is less than ideal. But it's nice how the scenery changes and how the atmosphere can be completely different depending on the time of day. The waiter brings me out a sweet fruit-flavoured cocktail to start things off. This is no different from a 5-star restaurant in London. I guess you've been to a lot of 5-star restaurants then, monochrome. The two of us enjoy our dinner together, occasionally spotting the lights of the houses off in the distance and pointing them out to one another. Oh, isn't that sweet? Sebastian gave you a quiz? My eyes are slightly wider, and I may actually have an expression on my face. Also, my hand is still doing a thing. That's right. When he showed me to my room, he just said, I've got a question. That's because he knows how taken I am with you. Sebastian is probably curious about you, and he's showing it in his own way. Curious about me? Moi? In other words, he was testing you. He's jealous. That's what you're saying. Yeah. So that's what it was. It was so sudden, I wasn't sure what was going on. I guess it makes sense. I can't believe someone like James is so taken with me. Honey, he's probably using you. Let's face it. Take a good look at James. Look at that pointy chin. The way he holds his fork, the way he holds his glass. Every action is so polished and refined. I can tell he came from a family that emphasized manners and breeding. The word breeding, when used to refer to humans, always kind of gives me the willies. The wine he chose is the same colour as his eyes. Oh my gosh. He still won't put his hand down. I don't know why. Looking at him objectively, I can tell he knows exactly how charming he is and what kind of things highlight his good looks. Listen, can I ask you something? Of course. Tonight, no man will refuse any request you have. Okay, that's a bit creepy. I just wanted to ask you a question. James Moriarty, who are you exactly? You own an extravagant sightseeing train. You organise and sponsor a play that's by invitation only. Oh, and you make so many weird comments about murder and things. It's almost as if you might maybe not be entirely good on the moral compass. I don't know. It's just as I told you the first time we met. I'm nothing more than a professor of mathematics. But more importantly, Monochrome, I am a very passionate admirer of yours. Oh, thank you. I wanted you to say that. I'm not sure if you realize this, but buying a train and putting on a play starring your favorite actress is all the rage among maths professors. That's the first time I heard of that. Are you the one who started this trend? It's going to be even more popular soon. You're going to be busy, Mono. Me? I'm going to be busy, but only one professor of mathematics seems to like my play. Or my acting, or whatever. Oh, sweetie checkpoint. What? Do you need more sweetie points? Required sweetie points 300. Current sweetie points 100. Oh. Okay. Yeah, so this is the mini game that I was playing, which is terrible, by the way. So they said it's required for progressing, which is the main reason why I did it. Step 1, pass the checkpoint within the time specified. Step 2, get rewarded ones for... Okay. So if I pass this in a certain time, I get a thing. Well, the good thing is that I have enough sweetie points. Check me. Cleared! Ugu! Okay, I've done it. What do I do now? Oh, I get a thing. Hooray! Woo! You look more fantastic than ever! Let's move on to part 10. Bring it on! Okay, this is the last part I'm going to do before I end this part here. This is the only second time we've ever met, but I feel so comfortable talking to him and we're having so much fun. Since he mixes in a lot of humour, it never actually feels like he's going too far with his flattery. It doesn't come off as disingenuous. He just makes you feel happy. That's the drugs he slipped in your drink, dear. He's got to be a really smart person. You can almost feel the confidence in his gaze, in his expression, in the way he gestures. It's hard not to be attracted to him. Unless you don't have a thing for psychopaths. In that case, it's probably quite easy. I wonder if this is just what people mean when they talk about someone who has natural charisma. Mono, do you see the man sitting behind me, off to the side a bit? No, because there's no one in the fucking train carriage with us. Yeah, you mean the heavy-set person with the mustache? His name is Thomas Widener. Widener? I don't know. He's an investor. You won't find many people who love films more than he does. He has a lot of connections within Hollywood. Thomas Widener? I've seen his movie reviews in magazines. The person with him, sitting by the window, Sidney Williams. The screenwriter? That's right. He wrote the script for A Love So Fragile, which was in theatres last year. It won the Platinum Globe for Best Screenplay. The man at the table further back is Danilo Ivanenko. I butchered that, didn't I? Ivanenko. The one who's looking at the wine list. He directed Sunrise over the Metropolis. The woman with him is Mila Vernon, the actress and clothing designer. The person sitting 2 tables behind you is Norbert Rampel. He owns a theatre in London, another in Paris, and 3 in Italy. 2 people with him are Salvatore Colosso and Countess Ross. Her first name is Caroline. Colosso is young, but he's an up-and-coming director, and his next project is being made into a movie by a Hollywood studio. Countess Ross's husband is Tristan Ross, Earl Ross is a politician. Countess Ross is a close friend of Colosso, which is another way of saying that he's her lover, who she supports financially. Wow. This morning when I ran into James, he said all the guests he'd invited were famous. I didn't expect this. All of them are high society types whose name I recognise. All of them are well known. Only a portion of the guests are here with us now. There are others who've ordered room service. Those introverted buggers. Each of them looks like they're just enjoying their dinner, but the truth is they're all very interested in a certain someone. Every one of them is secretly paying close attention to someone in this dining car. Do you know who that is, Mono? Is it me? It's you, right, James Moriarty, the person who organised this whole event? You're not actually wrong, but the real answer is the young, beautiful woman on my arm tonight. Bono, even when you're not up on stage with the spotlight shining down on you, you're still enchanting. I really cannot conceive of a supposedly based off BBC Sherlock Moriarty who is heterosexual, but it's a dating sim. I'm going to suspend my disbelief. So much so that I'm even jealous of the shrimp terrine you're about to take a bite of right now. I wish I was that terrine. Getting a bit creepy there, James. If you turned into this piece of terrine, wouldn't a lot of women suddenly become jealous with me? I'm just going along with this terrine thing. I'm not interested in random women. I'm interested in one specific individual, and she goes by the name Monochrome. Try to spin a lot in order to make your play in Hide and Kiss smoother. Hide as in Jekyll and Hyde. First play for free. Just checking the time. I might be able to finish this entire story actually. I haven't used that much time up. Okay. Do you want to use a story ticket to proceed? I guess so, yes. He's a rich math professor and he's really handsome. I don't see any reason why women wouldn't be all over him. He's a psychopath. The idea that someone like this is actually my fan makes me happy, but I don't feel like I deserve it. As this runs through my head, I suddenly get the feeling that someone is looking at me. I turn around and I look behind me. My eyes meet those of a man sitting at a table behind me. He quickly looks away, as if he didn't want to notice I was watching. ... question mark? Has he been looking at me this whole time? I haven't introduced him yet, have I? He leans forward over the table towards me. Exclamation point. Seriously, James, back the fuck off. Suddenly, that intelligent-looking, handsome face of his is only inches away, and for a moment I panic. Is he going to kiss me? Could this be? Look at him. He's got his eyes closed, and he's got his mouth in like a thing. Ignoring the look of confusion on my face, James slowly tilts his head to the side, looking very relaxed. And so close that my cheeks are almost touching, he whispers something into my ear. His name is Ben Goldman. From the moment you arrived in the dining car, he's been staring at you with his mouth hanging open, like a boy who's just hit puberty. That's a really weird metaphor to use, James. Okay. Even now, he's looking at us, watching us. From the look on his face, it's as if his world is ending. He really is easy to read. James laughs, ha 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 ha, and then moves back away from me. Bye. Bye, bitch. The sweet, intoxicating aroma of his lingers in the air, even after he's gone. Intoxicating. I've done business with him several times. He sells paintings. I've heard he was a big fan of yours, but it looks like he doesn't have the courage to come talk to you. Having returned to his seat, James smiles as if nothing out of the ordinary has happened at all. Almost had a heart attack there, so he's making fun of the man he said was a fan of mine. Maybe it was actually me he was making fun of? So there really are all sorts of people on the train, aren't there? Not wanting him to realise how flustered and confused I feel on the inside, I do my very best to answer casually. Is the Reichenbach Express to your liking? Ooh, you'll have to wait until the next one. I have 0 free story tickets and 0 story tickets. I don't really know how you're supposed to get more. Do you just wait? Don't really know. Oops, you have no story ticket to proceed. 1 free story ticket will be added in 3 hours. In that case, I'm going to end this part here. Bit of an odd place to end it, of course, but don't really have much choice, I'm afraid. And I don't really want to spend money on this game. So, anyone who's interested can play Mo Ninja Girls, featuring some busty ladies there. There's that one in the blue with her breasts seem to be trying to escape from her outfit, which I'm sure is very attractive if you're attracted to women. I don't know. So, I'm just going to end this part here. And next time, we will see what happens at the end of this part and see whether we do get to finally kiss James Moriarty, the psychopath who, for some reason, I have no idea about his slight insanity. I guess he is either incredibly good at hiding it, which I doubt, or my character is just completely stupid, which is more likely. So yes, I hope you enjoyed this part. Bye guys!